Have you ever had a friend who tried so hard to be cool, who knew all the attributes of being cool, had all the right role models, but just could not be cool because of the very fact that they were trying so hard? If so, then you know what it's like to play Cyberpunk 2077. There we go. Now we're a bit more presentable. I like that a bit more.
Introduction.
This game tries so hard. Whether it's the voice acting, the script, the story, the music, the visuals, the world design, everything is screaming, please think I am cool. This game very explicitly draws upon a beautiful portfolio of inspirations. We're talking Blade Runner, Cowboy Bebop, RoboCop, Ghost in the Shell, The Matrix, Minority Report, Akira, Blade, and more. But it cannot achieve the effortless brilliance of its source material because, god damn, it wants it so bad. The game was so mired in scandal after its unfinished, morally bankrupt debut that it isn't remembered as a narratively defunct product, just a technically defunct one. This review tries to rectify that by focusing on Cyberpunk 2077's artistic merits, rather than just the performance of the game. I'll touch on the aesthetic, the setting, the gameplay, the vibe, and at the end, I'll touch on the most important detail, so make sure to stick around for that. Recently, Cyberpunk Edgerunner debuted to thunderous acclaim, causing a resurgence in interest for the source material. In preparation for this, CD Projekt Red released the 1.06 patch for this game. Did this, along with a number of other patches, finish the development of the game since releasing it? Yes, the game does run, but there's no fixing the story, nor the UI, nor the combat, script, acting, music, and more. I'm producing this review as a warning for lovers of Cyberpunk Edgerunner. Stay away from this game.
Through graphics.
Let's start with the good, because I have a lot of bad to say. Cyberpunk 2077 looks spectacular. Never before have I witnessed a cityscape so ambitious and so well rendered. The light bounces off of every corner of carbon fiber, dripping from this neo-dystopic hellscape. The cars are flashy, the people are flamboyant, and the city, it glistens. Unfortunately, this is all flash and no substance. While standing still, the world seems well realized. While moving through it, you come to realize how much of a facade that is. The people look pretty, but they're brain dead. The cars seem expensive, but they drive like shit. The gun animations look amazing, but they're horrible to shoot. The light bouncing off of every flat surface becomes annoying after maybe 10 minutes, as it adds nothing to your overall experience of this game. Can you guys hear that? Why are you so fucking loud? Sorry, that was a lot. I am running this on an Xbox Series X, so I might not be getting the same level of graphical fidelity or frame rates as someone with the latest graphics card. But my point here is that even if Cyberpunk 2077's visuals were beefed up to the maximum possible, and it ran perfectly, it would contribute nothing to the game. Also, while I'm on an Xbox Series X, that's still better than what most people are playing this game on, which is the Xbox One and the PS4, because, you know, most people still can't get the newest console, which is a whole other rabbit hole I'd love to go down, but not here. Imagine a beautiful movie, but without a plot. A book with flowing prose, but no compelling villain. Music where everything rhymes, but it's off key. That is Cyberpunk 2077. All flash, no substance.
Through a feature.
From the moment Cyberpunk 2077 boots up, you realize what kind of game it is. A bombastic, acerbic sports announcer playing as a news broadcaster tallies off the murders in Night City the night before. Cringe writing and delivery pervades.
Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Net runners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid.
This is Neo LA with cyber gang warfare, crypto drug dens, robotic appendages, fascistic black hat police and internet hookers? I don't know. It's a lot. This world is set in the future, and they really want you to know that. And the horrible writing follows you throughout the game. Someone at one point, and I'm not joking here, says, "Holy cyber cow!"
Holy cyber cow.
I can't even. Holy
What kind of droid toy are you supposed to be?
Ghost off! Go fuck yourself, dickwipe.
Holy cyber cow.
Unbelievable. And we're gonna have to part 2 this one because the sun's gone. Boom, part 2. Let's make it happen. It's like a 13-year-old came up with the ideas Blade Runner, but with sex. GTA, but future. Akira, but shit. The game devs aren't trying to make a commentary on our current circumstances, on the potential of technology, or on the dangers of progress. They tried to make a sexy, cool world that people would feel sexy and cool for inhabiting. It's not a parody. It's not a diatribe, allegory, or foil. It's the future. More than anything, the setting causes you to roll your eyes rather than grip the edges of your seat. The environment is buoyed only by standout performances by the stellar characters in this game. But nothing about these NPCs truly necessitate the future aspect. If you're going to ape some of the best cinema and games of all time, do so for a reason beyond, looks cool.
Thuo gameplay.
The first thing you do in Cyberpunk 2077 is create your character. 2 things are worth noting here. 1, this game is in first person. You almost never see your character. This is just one example in a series of game mechanics being shoved in for no reason at all. Number 2, because I can't help myself, the genital manipulator. Jesus Christ. Being able to manipulate the size of your crotch is the peak of juvenile titillation, something this game trades on constantly. If this was done for the sake of the trans community, I'd rejoice. But I know this was included as nothing more than another opportunity to market this game as, quote, having no limits. It's an inclusion devoid of meaning or purpose, other than, look, penis. You never see your genitalia again. Like, unbelievable. You're asked what origin story you would like, and are then thrust into Night City. I say thrust, but actually there's another 45 minutes of interactive cutscenes to watch. Then you are thrust into Night City. Speaking of cutscenes, Cyberpunk 2077 tries to hide it, but 60% of what I've played so far has been interactive cutscenes. Moments where you might have some circumscribed control of your character, but any action you take is hollow. You might be able to turn left and right, but you're expected to sit back and watch the game happen in front of you. There was a car chase scene in this game where I was expected to do nothing more than vaguely shoot in the direction of our carjackers. You never know if you can sit back and relax or prepare for some quick time button press. At another point in the story, you're required to blow up something at a precise moment. The game gives you maybe 1 second of warning that this is a controller input. I missed it, and honestly, I don't think it mattered.
Now! B! Wake up!
What's going on?
Bullseye!
The thing blew up anyway. If there are 0 stakes here, if the result of me pressing the button and the result of me not pressing the button are the same, then just let me sit back and watch, man. Jesus. It's not more fun to sit back and do nothing, but it is less stressful. The combat in Cyberpunk 2077 is floaty and disappointing. There are options for precision shooting, but I'd advise you to skip those for the run and gun shotguns, as they're at least mildly enjoyable to use. The other guns feel like you're shooting Nerf darts. Nothing has the weight or heft of what might feel like a real weapon. The aiming system is similar to Rockstar's in GTA and Red Dead Redemption, in that the gun will basically aim for you as long as you aim in and out of your targets as you switch between them. There is melee combat, but yeah, nah, I'm not. I didn't waste my time on that. The sneaking in Cyberpunk 2077 is just ridiculous. First of all, who would slow down this already snail-paced title any more than it already is by sneaking? And secondly, this game does not reward methodical play. Enemies see you through walls. There are cameras that alert everybody of where you are all over the place. Silenced weapons take too long to kill people, so long that those people that you're killing with the silenced weapon have time to alert everybody that they're being murdered, so everybody's alerted anyway. And there are often levels where there are so many people and so little cover that sneaking is just fully impossible. This speaks to the RPG elements of this game, which are about as shoved in as any AAA open world release. This game isn't an RPG. You don't actually have many options. They just like sprinkle a bunch of bullshit in front of you and pretend as if that's unique, as if sneaking is different from using a shotgun, or I don't know, using a silenced sniper is different from using a samurai sword. It's not RPG, it's not real. It's just different kinds of UI. It's boring. I hate it. I don't like it at all. The AI are absolutely brain dead. If you rush any of them, they won't know how to respond other than run in the opposite direction. Therefore, the best strategy is run in with a shotgun. Shoot the very, very confused AI in the face, sniff a health inhaler, repeat. It's banal and boring. And on driving, the driving is bad.
It's been a long time.
Kaku Okada, the Lady of Westbrook Estate.
So manly.
Holy shit. Cyberpunk 2077 is the most masculine presenting piece of media I've seen in a while. I chose the corpo path, which means my character is a straight-laced, brown-nosed career ladder climber. Okay, so imagine what that sounds like in your head. Got an idea? You sure? Okay, this is the first thing you hear from this desk jockey.
Yeah, I barfed.
Is that what you expected? It's not what I expected.
Look at me. I'm so fucking manly. My voice is 15 octaves lower than everybody else. Yeah, I threw up. Who cares? I got business to do.
Got some biz.
Always biz with you, mano.
God damn it, CD Projekt Red. Calm the fuck down. The following is how my shiny-shoed, ass-licker character responds to individuals unhappy with him landing in their basketball course. In basketball field. Basketball court. Court. It's a court, I think.
This looked like a landing pad to you? Could have fucking crushed us. Jesus Christ. Okay, no, hey, we ain't looking for no beef with you.
Your boss just randomly murders half the European Space Council because, I don't know, reasons?
You know what to do. Start now. As we agreed, I got rid of the problem.
I told you to resolve the problem, not massacre the European Space Council.
You're then fired and immediately become a drug kingpin who becomes implicated in the murder of the Emperor of China? Or is it like the Emperor of his company? I still don't really know. My issue here isn't the, zany, wacky goings-ons. Like, I'm not saying like games have to be particularly realistic. That's not a reasonable expectation. It's just that, I don't know, I don't like it when bullshit follows bullshit, right? Like, you need to give me a reason as to why something's happening. Random things can't just occur. Or there's no narrative, there's no story, it's just bullshit.
Stop. Ripper Duck and Holmes. Easy on the gas, huh? I was supposed to stop by Vic's anyhow. I got a date. Me and Misty.
Fuck, man. Cyberpunk 2077 is just too much. All the music is this mixture of dubstep and metal. tits and ass everywhere. If you take a drink of anything, it's the whole glass. Nothing but chugging for my manly man. Every other room is a strip club or a nightclub or just a pub or a bar. The advertisements are for porn. It's like a 12-year-old who just discovered masturbation decided to design a city. It's bad. It's really bad.
So long.
Okay, time for what you've all been waiting for. How long does Cyberpunk 2077 take? Well, it depends on what you want out of it. HowLongToBeat.com calculates that completing only the main story and nothing else takes about 23 and a half hours. Completing the main story as well as some side content takes about 59 and a half hours. And a completionist run, which is completing all the content, takes about 103 hours. Even as I say these numbers, I cannot believe it's true. This game feels so much longer than this data implies. Temtem, the game I reviewed previously, in almost all regards took double the amount of time as this game, and yet that game seemed so much more, I don't know, short. Like, it's just crazy how monotonous this game feels. You're either stuck in a cutscene, driving from one cutscene to another, or participating in these abominable shootouts. I'd say 10 hours of 20 is dedicated to cutscenes. There are even artificial time wasters in Cyberpunk 2077. Like, some missions can't be started until you have enough money. And man, don't get me started on the endings. No spoilers ahead, as I seriously don't even want to talk about them. But suffice it to say that the multiple endings available to you are Mass Effect 3 levels of bad. And if you don't know what that means, you've, missed out on one of the best game series ever, which happens to, have the worst endings ever. Just go out and play Mass Effect, seriously.
Introduction.
I wrote this review glossing over all the bugs and glitches I experienced in Cyberpunk 2077. And there were a non-insubstantial amount, because I wanted to judge this game on its artistic narrative merits. Assuming this game runs perfectly, is it a good game? Is it worth your time? My answer is a resounding no. The empty world, the cringe setting, the banal gameplay, the preponderance of cutscenes, the horrible writing, it all leads to an irredeemable game. The amazing visuals and spectacular characters cannot make up for everything else. Now, excuse me while I brush up on my Tracer gameplay. I'm actually an anime, but you guys wouldn't have known what I was talking about if I said I'm brushing up on my Anna gameplay. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you listening to this. Drop me a like, drop me a follow if you're interested. Send this to someone who you think might be, thinking about playing this game and you think maybe they shouldn't. Yell at me in the comments. Follow me on Twitter. I have a Twitch schedule that I never follow. Time strapped. That's how you'll find me. Otherwise, man, just have a go on. Live your life, live it good. Peace.